Even with advantage, it wasn't impressive. You're not very charismatic.
This
I'm
guy.
like -2 charisma, so
You should stop trying to do all the charismatic things.
She's trying.
I don't see why being scary should be affected by my charisma and not like the fact that I just almost gutted this fucking guy with one hit. That should count towards something. I'm fired just because he hit me.
That guy that you just gutted swings back at you and hits you for 9 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
How often can you hellish rebuke? Once per day.
Yeah, I think I can only do it once a fight. Burner, hold on.
It's once a day.
Once a day.
What's long?
And then the next guy is going to also swing at you, and he also hits for a further 10 points of damage.
A bitch.
And then Harshnag is going to take some. Is being hit by 3 of them. What is his armor? That's a hit. I'm surprised that they managed to do that.
I'm surprised they were at least adequate for once.
Oh well, that's 2 hits on Harshnag. He doesn't look particularly phased. And next up is Fenthwick. Kaelin, you're next on the board. So do you have to maintain concentration on a hold person, I assume?
It is concentration, so either I drop concentration on it and do something else, or I maintain concentration and we just keep the spell user out of the fight for as long as possible.
I mean, I think you can still hit someone with, like, your quarterstaff and stuff.
I can, but it's not really going to be doing anything.
That's fair. I mean, all of the berserkers have just recklessly attacked, so you do have advantage on punching them right now. If that helps advise your next maneuver.
Not really, because I have literally nothing when it comes to quarterstaff. To anything physical, I've got nothing in strength. I can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't do shit. I think I'm just going to hold person. I'm going to continue holding person.
Okay.
Actually, but then again, she's injured. I'm going to have to drop hold person. I'm going to have to do something to heal Trooper, because there's no way I can do that. I will cast.
Oh, are you healing me, honey bun? Whether I'm worth healing.
No, I'm debating which healing spell to use because I've got 3.
I've got options.
I can either do healing word, which will do practically fuck all, or then again I could cast that at a higher level, or I could do something that kind of does like a perpetual healing. That's perpetual, not sexual.
A perpetual sexual healing.
Perpetual sexual healing.
Chupa would not argue if Fenthwick did want to engage in some sexual healing.
Let's get it on.
I mean, now might not really be the time for that.
You say it.
That might be enough to scare him off.
That may make them run away if we suddenly start like viciously making out in front of them.
I mean, we're doing a thing here, guys.
Do you guys mind? We're in the middle of a. We're just okay.
We'll just go.
Well, this is gonna lead to a pawn now, so I should be leaving.
Anyway, I am going to cast. I think I'm going to go for one of the newer ones. I'm going to go for. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay, I have
Oh.
no idea what the frick that does.
It is you call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. An intangible spirit appears in a space that is a 5-foot cube that you can see within range. The spirit looks like a transparent beast or fae. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn, it starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. As a bonus action, you can move the spirit 30 feet to a space you can see, and that is maintained for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I am pretty much going to.
It appears in Chupa's space, I assume?
Pretty much, I'm going to summon it in Chupa's space. It's going to have the form of like a deer. So
Chupa, as you are stood there in the middle of this fight, there's just an intelligible. There's just a burst of energy around you, and the snow swirls up and sort of forms into the shape of a deer with giant antlers. And it just kind of looks majestically at you. And then suddenly you're healed.
So you take 1d6 hit points.
So you gain...
Am I rolling this? Or?
Yeah, if you roll it.
It's not going to be much healing, but it's going to be something. 6.
You gain 6 hit points, Chupa.
Cool.
And this spectral, slightly wavy, transparent snow deer hangs out in your square.
I can totally roll with spectral glowing space deer.
And even though it's a bonus action, I think I'm going to hold that there because it's a concentration spell again, so
Okay.
I can't really do anything else.
Kaelin.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna try and move over here. And I'm gonna do lightning bolt again.
Okay.
So
Lightning bolt!
So just sort of generally this direction?
Okay, first in your general direction.
I'm gonna try and get that one there.
So do you want to click that for me?
Mhm.
Oh, very nice. So that's Dex save. Oh, he rolled a 3.
The fighter guy must be dead, sure.
So this guy at the front, who was kind of appeared to be their leader, just sort of swings his axe wildly at Chupa, turns to look at you, and just falls to the ground with a hole burnt through him. Behind him, the shaman suddenly regains their ability to move. Breathes a few deep breaths, turns, sees a lightning bolt sizzling towards their chest.
Glenn, that was awesome.
Succeeds the saving throw to just get out of the way in time. And just takes the side of the energy bolt. Just Meanwhile, Harshnag's turn. He swings down upon his friends in front of him, with advantage this time. And cleaves this guy in twain.
Shania Twain.
And Phil's so invigorated by this that he swings at the other guy.
Shot Robin's arrow in twain.
And similarly cleaves both of these guys into two pieces.
Damn.
Wait a second, I'm not supposed to lose.
And then he just kind of turns to you and like, I'm sorry, I got carried away.
You're fine, honey.
No, it's good. You do good.
Chupa.
Absolutely fine. Well, let's see. I've got two guys in front of me. Mr. Flaming Badass over here. Giant to my left. Spell slots.
Yes.
For motherfucker. Shooting in this direction to hit guys and this guy. So like I've
arcing it away from.
arcing the cone away from the giant.
So he at the back manages to make another saving throw.
Still takes damage though, doesn't he?
Only takes half the damage. However, these two do not make their saving throw.
This giant flaming dick, assholes. Oddly cone-shaped flaming dick.
This guy is going to come down here.
I think we would.
And I lost it now. I had the thing he was going to do. Where has it gone?
Oh, looks like they wasted their turn. It's time to move on.
There it is. You are going to cast that at 3rd level.
Yeah.
So they reach out to touch Chupa.
Hell? I give you permission to touch me, motherfucker.
And you just
the merchandise!
and Chupa just ducks under this person's hand.
I don't know where you've been.
Meanwhile, the berserker is going to swing an axe.
My dick.
Yeah, okay.
That's a 17, so that's 5 points of damage to you, Chupa.
No, my armor class is 17.
Yeah, 17 is the number you need to hit.
I have to hit or surpass it.
Okay, so how much should I take?
5.
That's not bad.
I didn't roll well on the damage there. And then another swings at Harshnag. And misses. Fenthwick,
Yes?
you're up, and Kaelin is next.
Sorry, but I don't need pretty read through like. I think technically the healing from the healing spirit would have already worked the first time it was there. So, yeah. Right. I can either drop healing spirit again, I can drop my concentration again, or I can do something cool. think I'm going to do something cool because there's a high possibility this could at least whittle them down enough. I am going to drop concentration on the healing spirit again. Sorry.
So the ghostly deer just.
And I am going to cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Right about, starting about there.
So just in front of Chupa.
Going that way.
Just in front of Chupa, a giant wave of water appears from nowhere and washes across the three of them and slams into the back wall. Do you want to roll? I don't know what you have to roll for that.
They have to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. They've been stellar at those so far. That's a 19, a 14, and that's Harshnag.
That's Harshnag.
So I've got a 19, a 14, and a 10.
Two of them fail.
So 2 fails and a success.
And so they take 4d8 bludgeoning damage, which is 21. Half for the one, I believe it's half for the one that succeeds. Just make sure. Success. Yeah, it takes half of it. So the 2 that fail also knocked prone, unless they're dead.
Well, as you can possibly tell from his character disappearing, the magic wielder is just kind of slammed into the back wall in a crumpled heap. This guy at the back here, next to Harshnag, is knocked prone.
And the other one, it manages to hold.
The other one that's just stood in front of Chupa just holds. Kalen.
No problem. Drop something up.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to recast the healing spirit.
Oh, the deer.
So she gets a 36.
Roll that d6. So, Chupa, the deer reforms itself in your square, and you gain 3 more points of health back again.
Come back.
I'm drastically running out of spells.
I don't even know how many spells I've got left.
Can I kill them now?
Can they die, please?
Can I do the shocking grasp on dude?
Yep. Roll it.
No.
He's all damp and everything now, so surely it's going to...
This is going to probably attack the other guy as well, and the shocking are involved.
It doesn't work that way.
Right, if there's any kind of metal.
He's not wearing metal armor, I'm afraid.
No swords.
No, they have. What do they have? They have axes.
I'll just do the shocking grasp on this.
Yep. That is a hit.
Damn.
What are they wearing? Tissue paper? What?
Well, it's touch attack, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like coming around behind Chupa and just going through the front of her.
Sounds good to me.
Exactly.
So Harshnag is just gonna look down on the guy on the ground.
Twat him.
Just bring his axe down.
What? Stand.
Doesn't cleave through him, but puts a nice dent in him.
least
Chupa.
cracked a few. At least cracked a few ribs. Sure.
Oh yeah,
Hold on 2
definitely.
seconds.
Definitely a few ribs have gone. Actually, if she's going to be a few seconds, he's going to bring his axe down a second time.
Calypso.
Oh. That's...
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's a mess. That's a mess. Oh, nobody wants to see that.
Okay.
We've seen worse.
You haven't seen worse than that over amount of damage.
We've seen worse. We've seen Talon as a chicken.
Oh yeah, to be fair, actually. But yeah, Harshnag just brings his axe down a second time on this guy, and you're not even sure where the human begins and the ground ends, and it just...
It's like someone's dropped like a couple of pounds of mince on the floor.
And so now there's one guy left, stood in front of Chupa, kind of really re-evaluating his life choices
a
right
giant
now.
and an elven sorcerer.
Those all hit.
Roll the damage for the poor bastard. The poor bastard. Why do they roll the same thing twice?
Oh.
Oh, my God.
He just kind of stumbles backwards, just dearly clutching on for dear life.
Just fucking die. You're worse than that chicken on
already!
And on his turn,
that weren't slingy.
He bleeds out. He bleeds on you.
on his turn, he's just going to try and push past you and hope for some form of mercy as he runs past.
Pass me. Doesn't that give me an attack of opportunity?
It does. You
So,
get one.
what do
Harshnag gets one, but he'll won't take it. Kalen, you can swing at him if you want to. That's a miss. Kalen, you can make a melee attack against this guy as he pushes past you to try and escape.
I can use quarter scar that I somehow managed to still have.
Yep. That's a hit. I would normally at this point say roll damage, but he was left with 1 hit point. So you just crack.
Anyway, there we go.
You just spin your staff around, crack out at the back of his head, and it just caves
I
in.
just broke his neck. I broke his.
And he just crumples to the ground in front of Fenthwick.
Like, kick him in the face. That's what makes me waste most of my spells, you dick. I step over the body. No, correction. I step onto the body and then off the body.
Okay, so what do you see in front of you, I ask myself, looking at the book and going, okay.
We don't know. What do we see as we...
Well, if you look at the bodies, the only one who has anything of interest, I'm assuming you're going to loot stuff.
Loot everything that's not nailed down!
The only one who had anything of interest was their leader, who has an amulet around his neck and a sack on his belt containing 7 gemstones.
Ooh. So 2 each and 1 person gets 3.
I want to check out the My phones keep going off. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the amulet Tanny is a simple chain. The end kind of looks like an amber eyeball. It's
Saruman!
It's got a symbol on it that looks like a Y shape. It's a runic Y, and then underneath that is a closed eyelid.
Ew,
Fucking up so
detect
bad I
magic
didn't
on
hear.
it?
You can cast Detect Magic
I
on
don't
it.
know that much. Can I detect magic on it, please?
Are you going to cast that as a spell slot, or are you going to cast that as a ritual? If you cast that as a ritual, that means that you're going to stand around here for about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna do this properly. Oh, I didn't mean to press that ritual one, but I want to do a spell slot one.
Okay, so you just
To do on this one.
you say a few words, you shake your hands around a bit. It is magical.
Right.
It's giving off divination magic.
Okay. So, interesting.
So it might be able to do something diviny. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Chupa.
Thank
Okay.
God.
At. I'm going to use my final 3rd level spell slot on it. Submit. You regain 12 hit points.
Thank you.
And then I go over to the dragon.
Okay, there are two halves of a dragon here. One is the body and one is the head.
I wish to take a scale of it, and if possible, I wish to try and pry out a fang, like one of the smaller fangs.
Okay.
I'm just basically just. I'm just sad. I'm just really look sad.
Do I have to roll anything to try and get...
Yes. Make me a nature check.
Boom.
Lynn, he's desecrating a dragon corpse.
22.
You manage to pry off some scales and pull out a fang.
There we go.
You can also tell that this dragon was very young.
I will not pass that information on to other people.
Fear of retribution.
No, just I feel she will be sad if she found out. Can I like determine kind of
I'm
rough?
just generally says I always want like growing up, Kaylin really wanted a dragon, kind of like knowing about her kind of. She's just really sad that she couldn't really get one herself yet. Some families like that.
Can I kind of determine
Just, like,
roughly
really
the
sad.
age, or is it like 1 to 2, 1 2 to 3,
You'd say that it was sub 5.
sub 5? So yeah, very young. Either way, I now have a white. I have white dragon scales and a white dragon tooth. Wormling. Well, a wormling.
Wormling tooth.
And when we have our next long rest, I shall incorporate it in my totem.
Go on then. Let's check and see what this why they couldn't open the door.
There is a 40-foot long flight of stairs leading east that ascends 20 feet to the landing. And at the top of that stands a pair of 30-foot-tall granite doors carved with images of the giant gods locked into battle with the dragons.
I hate stairs.
They are actually, the stairs are incredibly difficult to climb as well, because this whole temple has been built for giants. So the stairs are 5 foot tall and 5 foot wide.
Want me to carry it again, Fenwick?
I need help with these.
So they are difficult terrain.
I'm gonna carry Fenwick.
So as I'm nearing half the height of these stairs.
You just kind of look up and go,
Fuck this.
Tanny, have you kept that amulet with you?
Yeah, I did.
Are you going to be putting it on, or are you going to just be kind of keeping it in a bag?
I'm just gonna keep it in the bag. So at the moment, I'm gonna plan on like looking at it properly whenever we get the chance to stop by
Okay.
and rest.
Anyway, eventually, after many hours, we managed to...
Harshnag just kind of wanders up the stairs.
For the help.
Bloody tall people.
And at the top of the stairs, as I say, there are 30-foot tall granite doors depicting a fight between the giants and the dragons. The doors are covered in ice and frozen shut.
Well, that'll be why they couldn't get them open.
God, we don't know anybody who has any fire spells.
Do you want me to help with that?
Thanks.
I'm going to presume that the Iceman here will know a little something about this.
Well, stand back. And he walks up to the doors.
Alright.
And he just forces them open. He just reaches back and fully presses his weight against the doors. And the doors swing open and reveal inside.
A new car!
I'm going in.
Well, we know that no one from that group's in there, so...
I'm going in straight in. I'm going straight in because I'm like, my curiosity started kicking in a bit.
Okay.
Gingerly in.
Thick frost covers every surface of this 100-foot tall vaulted chamber.
We step in and go, the ice levels in Mario.
As you move into the room and move around it, there are 7 enormous statues in this room that even with just your dark vision from the door you can make them out from a distance. The largest of them is an 80-foot tall an 80-foot tall robed giant, his arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl, facing an archway on the eastern wall. Kneeling in rows to each side of the statue are 6 statues half of its size, each impressive in its own right, depicting a paragon of a type of giant: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the biggest one in the center, with their arms outstretched. 5 of the giants hold weapons. Only the frost giant statue is currently unarmed.
This is really impressive.
These things are
place
fucking
is
big.
huge.
Huge, 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 huge.
Recolor!
Yeah.
I like it.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Me, or do all of these cracks stretch out from the biggest?
Oh yeah, I do actually see that. It's like they've kind of been like separated, but not, you know.
As you approach this end of the room, there is an archway in the wall that is 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. There are 6 different runes carved into it. Each one is inlaid with mithril, and a glowing mist fills the arch itself. Niches in the wall on either side of it contain empty, ice-covered sconces of iron.
Anybody know how to read runes?
Better than I can.
Well, as this is a giant temple, and we have a giant with us,
Right. Hey,
I'm going to assume he might be able to read them.
that is a very good point.
A Harshnag.
Furthermore.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Harshnag enters the room and explains further about what is going on in here.
What is going on in here?
The big statue in the middle of the room depicts Anam, the All-Father. The statue's face is a mask of bare rock bereft of facial features because we have no idea what he looks like, and we dare not misrepresent him. Basically, Anam is the giant's god.
The god of all gods.
Well,
The 6 smaller statues depict the sons of Anam. And they are the ancient different giants, the forebears of the giants. Grolantor is the god of the hill giants. Scorius Stonebones is the god of the stone giants. Pardon?
Originators of the species, then?
Basically, the gods, the originals, yes. There's Thrym of the frost giants.
Stone King? Or is this just a different guy?
Surtur of the fire giants. Memnor of the cloud giants. And Stornmouse. Strawnmouse, even, of the storm giants.
I was expecting to call them the mouse giants, but okay.
He is in all mouse.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
You did there. Yes, I did.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
You're gonna keep using that quite, aren't you?
I am. It's what my bosses at work use. So
Oh, Tanny, your detect magic spell is still
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, it's only there for like 10 minutes though.
It's been less than 10 minutes since you cast it. There's
Okay.
magic in the glowing fog.
Guys, there's magic in the glowing fog.
there's magic in the glowing fog.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's sum it up with the fog, guys.
it reveals an aura of conjuration magic.
Oh no, what do you say?
Conjuration magic?
That's yeah.
The magic of summoning shit.
Someone's sewing stuff.
Well, there's 4 other doors that lead off to somewhere in this room, so...
Well, we can explore them.
Let's split up.
I'm betting
the
we gotta go
clues,
find-
team.
Let's go! Adventure!
Oh.
Split up for clues. I'm looking for clues.
We'll solve this groovy mystery.
Go for me. I'm just.
Where is there? Where are they? We're all going down here.
So there are, as I say, there are 6 runes around the glowing mist.
So 6 sconces, did you say, or 6
runes? So there
runes.
there are sconces in these niches, but around the archway are 6 runes inlaid with mithril. Harshnag points to one of them and says that is the ISE rune of the frost giants.
ISE or ICE?
ISE.
Okay, because you said ice and then you said ISE and I got confused because I wasn't sure whether you were trying to spell.
He identifies that one for you, but he does not know what the other runes mean.
Giant statue.
That's somewhere. I know what that is. Hang on, this one here. Don't think you can probably see it because I've just gone through it. It's on the other side of the mill. He's got a nice blue hair.
Dude over here?
Mhm.
Okay. John, what do I roll to inspect this thing?
You can roll an investigation roll.
I'm gonna do it too.
I suck.
Here we go. I think that one might do it.
So
I
you
don't
can
actually know what I'm doing.
you can see, Tanny, that this is it's a giant frost giant. It is much bigger than a frost giant is because, as you can see, this is Harshnag compared to it. It is a 40-foot tall frost giant. It looks like he should be holding a weapon out to Anam. All of the other statues are holding their weapons forward.
Is it is there supposed
Ella
to be some...
EU, thank you for the host.
Woo!
Yay.
But it looks like this guy is missing his.
That's not good.
Right. So all the rest of them are holding weapons apart from this one.
Yes.
What is he exactly doing then? Is he got his hands on the side, or what is this position of his arms?
He appears to be holding It appears as if the statue should be holding a weapon out, but the weapon itself is not there.
Oh, okay then. Well, wonder why he has.
I think we need to find a giant-sized weapon.
Maybe it might be something that'll lead. Maybe it might lead to something. Question is, how would you manage to get like some sort of kind of weapon like that out of this place?
Well, it's a temple for giants.
I know, but you know.
I would
I'm sure
suggest
you guys are plenty strong enough to be able to heft these things.
I would suggest that maybe they haven't gotten it out, says Harshnag.
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't see any evidence that somebody was dragging it out of the door. So I would suggest that the most likely opportunity is it's still in the temple.
That's very true.
That is, yeah.
Well,
I'm also questioning, why did the humans want to come here? Well, what is their purpose being here? Were they just normal like stragglers who just wanted to tomb raid or something?
I recognise their armour type. They were Uthgardt barbarians. They wander the north. I wouldn't be surprised if they were acting on the word of their chieftain.
Wait a minute, Uthgardt.
You come over and open this door for me.
Yep. I think we need to go check in this temple. We need to find. I feel we need to find this guy's weapon.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that seems like out of the ordinary in this room, apart from it being immensely large. But then technically that's normal for what temple it is.
I'm just more concerned about the fog that's around here.
Yeah, these weird cracks are kind of odd. But okay, so this door first.
Harshnag walks up to it. I warn you, I don't know much about this temple. I know this area, but
It's okay.
We'll go careful.
Yeah, we just gotta be very careful.
step
You're
careful.
exceedingly skilled at just up as we go along, so don't even worry about it. Way.
Ooh, more stairs. I won't touch those.
Oh?
I've determined until I'm of appropriate level to be able to fly, I'm not going to bother with giant-sized stairs.
What's that? I'm seeing someone here.
This
Oh,
weird
God.
star symbol on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. What on earth is that?
So that is a stone giant statue. Or there is a stone giant statue there.
But there is no right.
It's actually a stone giant version of Patrick Star.
I believe that, in fact,
If it's going to be a stone giant of Patrick Star, I'm leaving.
here it is. There's the stone giant.
Stone giant.
It's a stone giant statue. Tanny, you can see that it is radiating an aura of magic. It's
There again, it's got magic around it.
Its arms are lifted up with hands outstretched and palms facing the westward end of the hallway.
Okay.
I'm at the westward end of Okay.
I don't get this, guys. I'm literally sensing a lot of magic here, and this one's literally like radiating magic as well. So
What
Well, I
kind
mean-
of magic again, sorry?
it's radiating, just conjuring magic with.
No, this statue is radiating an aura of transmutation magic.
Transmutation magic.
Ah,
Can someone,
Chupa,
someone,
stop there.
Hi. Floor, damn you.
can someone explain to me what transmutation is again? I can't even.
the exchanging of one thing to another.
Okay.
Here's the one thing.
I believe turning someone to stone is technically transmutation.
Right.
Could you all roll me initiatives, please?
No,
What
I have
Ryan!
nothing left.
Are you fucking kidding me, sweet child? Alright. I gotta find my. Here we go. 15. Oh, geez, that's a good one.
Oh, Tanny's didn't go on the tracker. One moment.
Sweet Jesus. Sweet beginnings of Jesus. Where's my hungry? There. Why is this a trap and it's a 15?
No reason.
I think I
looking at you.
determined that a trap has been sprung,
I think I broke the map.
and its initiative count is 15.
Surprising everybody, a trap has been sprung.
If only we had some sort of rogue with the ability to detect traps.
Trap ahead. Yeah, where is this? Where's Talon?
We're in town.
If we die, it's all his fault.
Yeah, well, we're gonna blame him and hopefully turn him back to a chicken again.
Chupa,
Try to get your nails nice and
Chupa!
make a dexterity saving throw, please, as a giant boulder rolls out of the wall in front of you.
Oh god.
Oh dear. Chupa, please
Oh,
take.
you're gonna get squished.
Please take 55 points of damage.
This is gonna be like a cartoon squish, isn't it? This is like actual proper flat on the floor.
Chupa is now flattened on the ground.
Amazing.
Actually dead or
Knocked out.
knocked out. Oh, that's right.
Oh shit.
Then what?
Kalen, it's your go. There's a giant boulder coming your way.
I'm moving out of the way. Because I don't think I can use anything to destroy it. What are you doing to us?
We
Okay,
sprung a trap.
I don't fucking know what to do. I'm just gonna move out the way? Question mark?
If that's what you're going to do, then that's what you shall do.
Just move. I'm gonna, like, drag. Can I pull Chupa out of the way? Can I pull her
I'm
away?
way too far ahead of you.
She's
Just
Yeah,
Miles
she's
down the
very
corridor.
far down the corridor at the moment.
Hang on, I gotta see this quickly. Let me just
Yeah,
scroll over it. I
you
gotta
just
see
see
this.
like how far she just blundered into.
She
this.
just wandered the fuck off, basically.
So, I'm trying to scroll up and just
Oh,
try
Jesus Christ, you're like nowhere near me.
Oh, sweet Jesus of something. Oh, good gracious
I'm
God.
the only person in the group with healing abilities, and you run
Well,
away.
I go into one of the rooms. I go into one of the rooms. Like that. Here.
Okay.
Because I have no idea what to do. I am literally in a panic mode right now.
Chupa, can you make me a death saving throw, please?
Right, hold on. I just need to remember where that is.
It's in a coffin, darling.
Oh shit.
That'd be
Sean,
2 failures.
yeah, a natural one is 2 failures, isn't it?
I believe so, because a natural
Hey.
20 is 2 successes.
So if you could just mark off 2 of the fails, and don't roll any more fails, please. Fenthwick,
Yes?
it's your go now.
Yeah, I can't get anywhere near her. I can get 25 foot closer, but I can't do much else.
I just run into another room, so I'll probably just.
I mean, I
wait
can
on
make
you.
it to one of the rooms, but she's like all the way down that corridor, which, like I said, I'm the only person with healing abilities.
Yeah, but if we get that boulder away from us, then we can quickly go back past it quickly and run to it. Unless the boulder has a mind of its bloody own and it has a way to, like, trying to get us, then I really don't know what to do.
On.
Longer range. Do I have anything longer range healing wise? I don't think I do. Yes?
Okay, where's John?
Hi.
Called your name like 3 times. You said way at the beginning of this, if we remembered that a specific person in our party who isn't there can do something, that we could have that character do something, right?
Sure.
Has healing abilities.
No, I think the only person around with the healing abilities is Fenthwick.
I mean, Luz technically does, but she doesn't have many.
Luz does have lay on hands.
But she would have to be next to you.
Yeah, she would have had been next to you and do it that way.
Just to say she wasn't, because she hasn't been here, so...
Ow,
Okay.
my back.
I'll say that Luz
Dire.
wandered down the corridor with you.
So if you get Luz killed in
She has no more ability to spot the trap than you did.
But if she was lucky enough, maybe she was like still in one of these side rooms.
to say the least. No.
If you want Luz to be next to you, she is as flattened by the boulder as you are.
Never mind.
I'm sorry. That was a really bad roll on my part for that.
Was just a little bit.
So the fake dream Luz just disappears.
It's just a dream!
I'm trying to think, can I turn into anything that can move faster than I can? What animals do I have?
You have loads of animals. Where's the big guy? Where's the midget?
How
boy?
fast can a riding horse go?
I believe it's 60 feet.
60 feet. Which gets me further than... But gets me like in the middle of that bloody corridor. I think I'm just going to move the 25 feet that I can and get into this room for now. That's
Kaylin,
all I can do.
Yeah.
it's your go again.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I feel really kind of. I don't know what to do, to be honest with you, John. Person in the sky, I mean.
I mean, you can just stand there
Has
for
to.
now and wait for the boulder to go past.
That's what I'm mostly wanting to do, so that's probably what I'm going to do then. Because there's literally there's literally nothing we can do, and I don't have any kind of powers for it. So, yeah, let's wait this one out.
The boulder trundles.
Yeah.
So the boulder crunches
God
past
damn it.
and slams the door. Chupa, please roll better.
Wait. No.
I think everything's so slow on my end.
I don't want to do it.
We're not going to move until you do. We're all wishing for you.
I believe in you.
Yes!
Yes!
Wow!
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
The power of friendship has
Everybody
I
breathe.
had-
We're going to extremes here!
My eyes closed. I was so ready to be dead. So
You actually gain 1 hit point. And you come to just going, ow!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Fenthwick and Kaylin, you're just kind of stuck in a room right now.
fuck. You just hear me scream like fuck.
Is this rock stone?
It's granite.
Is that technically stone?
Yes. What are you going to do, Sean?
Hang on.
now I'm just laughing because that was such a weird laugh.
I am going to use. Actually, no, I don't think I can actually do it, can I? I think
Oh, I don't know, you'll need to tell me more than that.
Actually, no. It's what I think it's one of those spells that you can use it as a spell or ritual. So I am going to use meld into stone.
Well, I mean, even if you don't use it against the boulder, the walls in here are stone.
I think there's possibly. Is it? Oh yeah, I can just do that. So fuck it. I'm going to move up here. I'm going to meld into stone and pass through this wall. And then how much movement do I have left at this point? It's like what was that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all my movement.